Alright, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Maskmare here, and I'm doing some quick last-second setup here and everything. I just did my going live post on gamer profiles, and right now I'm getting like things set up for like the little stream together thing for me and Amber Wolf 17. As we get into more Powerwash Simulator 2 tonight, and I kind of decided to have like a little bit of fun with like the Twitch title and everything, because you know our next job is gonna be a farm, and so yeah, we're gonna see like what we get into aside from that. It's obviously not gonna be the only job we do tonight. Let's see, Joey trying to call here, invite guests. But I'm really excited to get into more of this. And also like after the stream, where I'm gonna be like, you know, restarting my series for Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, because I tried to play that a couple weeks back. Fortunately, things didn't exactly work out, so I'm having to start over. From like, you know, because I only got up to episode 1, but I'm gonna try to go through there and hopefully get back up to the boss that I was struggling with, which also wasn't helped by things that happened, like, you know, at the start of the stream. But I'm gonna like definitely go and try like, you know, pick back up on this Castlevania Order of Ecclesia stream. And as I've said, the plan moving forward is that once I do finish that, I'm gonna like start doing like another series of for like a particular franchise, since I, you know, kind of like got the bug to play through more of the Mega Man X series. After, you know, finally beating Mega Man X last week for the first time ever, I've decided that I want to go through and do Mega Man X2. You know, pretty much, you know, X1 all the way like to probably like X6. I may do 7 and 8, we'll see. But not really too keen on like the more 3D ones, so I might actually stop the series at 6. We'll see how things go, and eventually I may actually get around to doing like, you know, Mega Man, you know, X0 or 0. Can't remember like how that they actually labeled that series. But yeah, I definitely kind of like wanted to get in and do Mega Man X2, since I've never played Mega Man X2. I played 3, I played 4, 5, and 6. But I never actually played 2, so it's gonna be interesting going and doing that, and then going through and trying to beat the other ones, because the only ones I've ever actually completed have been Mega Man X1 is the last week, and Mega Man X5, and that's a series I feel like definitely is overdue for me to go through and do more of the entries, just like I've been doing with my Castlevania stuff. So it was also welcome in, AZ. So anyways, with that said, stream together stuff is set up. We're good to go, I think. I believe we are. We better be. We have the capacity to be. All right, we are. And also another thing I didn't notice about this, guys, I was really surprised by this. They already announced like the next crossover thing they're doing. I actually should have expected this one because I've said before I thought like Ghostbusters would be a good one for Powerwash Sim, you know, to do like Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park, things like that. I wasn't expecting Star Wars, and I'm feeling like Rocket Nachos is probably gonna be really excited for this one because he loves Star Wars. I never would have thought about that, but I'm thinking it actually kind of makes sense because main thing I'm kind of thinking about here, I'm hoping they're gonna have like the Rancors, Din from Return of the Jedi. That's obviously gonna be like a pretty cool one they can do, and I can really think of other ones like let's be real here. Just Jabba's, no one can tell me like, Jabba isn't like, those, the alien equivalent of the revolting Slav from Crashbox. If that was, if anyone watched Crashbox, you knows that what I'm talking about. And I know that was probably like definitely a nostalgia hit there. I used to watch like a lot of Crashbox. Times I wanted to feel smart, but but Psychomath sucked though. I was always terrible at Psychomath. But I don't know if like I kind of like open up a little rabbit hole for anyone there. But yeah, but let me actually see if it actually says what we're going to be getting into with it. Okay, those water blasters ready. Washers, we're going to a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars is making this, or it doesn't actually say what, but it's going to be this summer. So this summer. I don't know. But I'm having a feeling they've got to do something based around Jabba. Because they don't do something based around Jabba the Hutt. They're definitely doing something wrong because, he just looked like, he just permeated, stink. He looked like he permeated just like slobbiness. Alright, so anyways, let me go and get it. It's because we're probably not going to do the opening ad break, right? I don't know. I might not do an opening ad break this time. I'm probably just going to go and get right on into it. You're late, woman.
Hey, I've been waiting. And now I'm clicking over to my thing. But yeah, it's going to be fun playing more Powerwash Sim today.
Yeah, we both know Joe's going to like lose it with that Star Wars stuff because if he actually doesn't actually play this himself. But
Oh yeah, the Star Wars is going to be interesting.
But again, if they don't do something based around Jabba the Hutt, I'm gonna be very surprised. But I also would just like to see them do the Rancors Den.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
But I'm gonna go and say it straight up. Welcome in, Magnet, dude. I'm gonna go and say it straight up. More than anything, though, if we don't get something based around the Ewoks, I'm gonna protest. We've got to get the Ewoks. If they don't do something for Ewoks, I'm gonna be mad.
Hey, just as long as they don't have us cleaning the entire Death Star, I'm good. That would take a minute.
A plot twist, they actually do that now. But for those who don't know, this might be controversial. Wicket's like my favorite Star Wars character alongside Boba Fett. Because let's be real here. As I continue to say, what I've always said about Wicket is that he didn't care like this woman was a princess. Princess Leia probably gonna say she was a princess. It didn't matter. He was probably gonna still just throw that stick at her. But you were able to appease him easily just with some friggin' snacks. Like, Wicket didn't care. We're not gonna talk about the Ewok movies where he could talk and everything, but the main argument I have, I'm gonna say this, I say this at the end of, I'll scream this from the top of my hill. We had like the rebels coming with high-tech weaponry against the Empire. The Ewoks took it to him with freaking sticks and rocks. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get onto the farm. But yeah, eventually we're probably gonna do the Adventure Time stuff. It's just I'm not the most versed on Adventure Time, and as I've said before, it's not like I have a lack of interest in it. It's one of those things where I know there's like so many episodes of it, and I do want to eventually sit down and watch it. I like to do it like similar how I gave it like the last game, like with the Wallace and Gromit DLC, like the whole treatment of going through and watching all as much of that as I could before I went in and did it, because I'd like to try to research the source material for something before I actually go in. But anyways, Animal Farm, Pumpkin.
Yeah, welcome. Maybe.
Welcome in, Jeremy. Okay, so y'all know I gotta hick it up on this one, or time to hick it up a notch.
Yeah,
oh, it's you.
Code,
That might help. Shit. Let me get that. Let me get that room code.
Yeah, you could just text it to me.
For this damn whippersnapper. I can probably just. I don't have to. Actually, I don't have to.
I don't have anything pulled up for like the normal invite stuff, and it's been glitching out on me when I switch out to other things on Joe's computer. So it's just like text me the
shit. Well,
thing.
And as I just immediately texted to her. All right. Well, it's. Hang on. Well, it's right there anyway now, so cat's out of the bag. I'll post it in the chat. All right. Push kind of shove, Gas Thing Rogue, I play with randoms in the past, wherever this is mainly just me and her doing this playthrough, and if we had some other friends on, we do that with them also, but we definitely have a thing on the channel about just mostly kind of keeping it like to friends, but we're not opposed to playing with new people.
I'm in.
But it's just, you know, we're gonna like try to make sure as long as like, you know, definitely kind of like, you know, we're a bit wary on it. All right.
Yeah, I'm in, so you don't have to worry about the code and stuff. It was just I had everything pulled up and it's just
You
like
say
I've
that,
got
and
like
I
the
were gonna
rough
post it in
text
the chat.
used. Well, I copied it from the chat.
Chat copier. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. So anyways, like I said, I gotta hick it up, guys. All right, Annie Mall. Oh, it's you. Great. Other name change. It suits you. Woman, I haven't changed my name. Everyone else is changing it for me. You'll be pleased to know that you're not the only one adapting. With everything that's what's going on lately, we're trying our hands at regenerative farming. This barn is to be our new farm shop, front and center. It needs to look the part, and I know you got that covered while we cover the galvanized square steel we're going to use like for the framing. Don't you worry about my pooches running around, getting in the way and biting your ankles. I sent everyone I can find all to the dog cafe for the day. So you can afford to send your dogs to the dog cafe, but you can't. Well, I guess then she is like, you know, hiring us
They
here.
are technically affording. Yep.
Okay. I just went like I just kind of went like about like 95% bumpkin right there, but okay. I like how the barn like ended up being bigger than it seemed.
Well, I know one thing. I can hit the broadside of the barn with this.
Yeah. The question is like how many of them were actually sprays in a barn? That was terrible. All right, well, it's kind of like counterproductive. Okay, we gotta like clean like the feed thingy. The silo. That's the word.
I think it's interesting that silos are far more terrifying than you actually think they would be when it comes to potential accidents.
Don't know if you heard about all the gerrymandering our friendly mayor Jeff Jefferson's been doing lately. We've dabbled. We know he ain't getting that cat back. Well, he's just changed up the town boundaries so that our little farms are pumped in now and not Muckingham. I know exactly why. So straight out of Pumpkin. You know, you gotta tell us, like, we know that the mayor's an asshole.
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay, let me, I thought I got one of the extensions for this. Did the game's... Okay, well... I am using the right washer, ain't I?
I mean, that would be something to check.
Yeah. Yeah, I might just like, you know, because I think like when I got during the previous job when it wasn't really high up or anything. It's fine. It's just...
Mostly just getting like broad chunks where I can first. We can always get the tiny details later. And of course I'm turning everything into a floor again. As always. That floor just happens to be on the ceiling.
I'm just making sure, okay, I was just making sure that was working too. I was just like taking something else like with my tech stuff while I was cleaning. Everything's good though. Honestly, I do keep wishing that what I could, like at some point I would like to get like a longer intro so that way I can do like the open and ad break during the intro.
Yeah.
And go and get it out of the way.
I mean, if you ever need Rocket Nachos to like make you a new song, to make like a longer intro, he's already offered that he'd be down for it.
Yeah.
He actually asked about like he didn't know like where you had your songs from, but like if something ever happened and everything like that, like
yeah, I mean,
I would mind making you some music.
Yeah, I mean, because I pretty much definitely make sure I give like the, you know, the person credit like in my YouTube stuff, and I mean I've had it for years and never had any issues like any kind of copyright things. But I'm honestly hoping that the creator themselves are actually, I'm actually gonna snooze real quick while I talk about this. I'm hoping the person in question actually is okay because they ain't like done any content I think on their channel in ages. It was like one of the first channels I followed when I was doing YouTubing. It's called, like, for those who are curious, it's the one that did my song is a channel called Nightmare Cinemas, and they've done like a bunch of like bit of like sprite based like sprite based animations. And another thing about him is that I think because that actually is like how I first found out about Dashi. Anyone who knows the YouTuber Dashi, because there's like several videos that Dashi was in that Nightmare Cinemas did. So I think this actually was well into Dashi's infamy before like he took off. But I don't know all the details about it, but that was like ages ago. But the song is called Dragon Contra. I'm definitely trying to give credit where it's due right there. I do it like on all my YouTube videos, like for my streams and everything. But that's the thing. I think like years ago, I want to say I think someone asked like if they use like his songs like in their stuff, and he said he wasn't really opposed to it. But of course, I never came down to it. He said like I got like a message like saying like like a cease and desist. I would gladly of course immediately stop using the song. So I mean I'm not like gaining any money from it and whatever. I mean if anything my my streams on my YouTube channel aren't monetized anyway. I have like monetization turned off. I could like turn on like ads and everything. But my shorts like have like ads on them or whatever. Unfortunately, because I can't turn it off. But still make like a little bit here and there from that. But
I mean the ones on those aren't very like intrusive.
Yeah, it's just mainly like I've used the song just because it was one of my first the first YouTubers I really followed, and actually it was kind of like one of the ones that actually kind of got me into doing content for what I remember. Like they didn't like tell me like they weren't like basically directly inspirational to me like give me pep talks or anything, but it's like just watching their stuff kind of got me wanting to do content.
Hi, nice to see you.
Welcome in. I was trying to see how to pronounce their name. I didn't know if it was Pebble or there was like a one there, and I didn't want to mispronounce anything. But yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I figured. I think I remember your username and you popping up a few times there.
But yeah, but that's the thing, I don't think Nightmare Cinemas actually would probably, like, I guess, be opposed to me using the song. I feel like otherwise something would have happened because I've been using it for years now.
Yeah.
I made sure they had credit, like, in every single one of my streams and everything. And that's basically in, like, the template. So, like, no matter what, I'm going to give them their credit. Just like with Harris Heller and Stream Beats, even though I don't think you actually really have to credit Stream Beats, I do, of course, like, still credit them in the intro. Because if nothing else, I want to make sure at least I can point people to them. Because, Stream Beats, of course, is pretty much copyright free. Even though there is, like, this one thing on YouTube that has like tried to go like copyright strike people. If anything, they actually tried it with my well, not like strike but claim.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I was
See.
Holy crap!
What's going on?
Cool. Thank you for the extra like gifted subs. All of the notifications are going off on my end.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing any at my end.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was like on my side on the chat.
Yeah, well, congrats.
Yeah. I think that's actually gonna put me to a payout. If I'm being honest, because like I was pretty close to one. That would definitely put it to that there. And that's definitely helpful with how, on the vacation I'm going on next week, where Mask is coming up, to hang out with me. He's bringing up his old computer because we all helped him get his new one, so he was going to give me his old one as, like, hand-me-down, since he was, like, the one who got me into streaming and everything, and he got me started. So, like,
yeah,
now
that's what friends are for.
Computer. And so that will probably help for little parts and pieces with the new computer. And maybe I won't have to borrow my partner's computer like I do today, and like everyone gets Mochi's picture versus like, me with a face cam. Because normally I'd have my face cam up, but today everyone gets, Mochi.
Alright, hang on, we got more text. You see, now we're in Pumpkin. We can't draw water from the Kalama Kalama Shamalama Ding Dong River. Our farming's instantly become completely unsustainable. The mayor's trying to shut me down. Well, no shit. Presumably revenge for my monks from the temple up there on the hill. That was you? Hold up. I had to clean all that up. The mayor's trying to from my monks from the temple up there on the hill egging his mansion years ago. The man's paid us no. I'm petty over there because I'm the one that had to clean that mess up in the last game.
And now we're cleaning the guy's barn.
Long-term storytelling. I had to clean all that up in the last game, and now find out he's the one to send the monks out. Well, I mean, I'm not complaining about the reason, but.
Gotta love the long-term storytelling on that, though. But yeah, like what I was saying before, like Rocket Nachos has actually brought it up. If you were like trying to redo your intro, needing it to be a bit longer, I'm pretty sure he'd totally be down to help with like some kind of music.
Well, I had like an old one I used that was like, I wanted to see if I can try to bring back, but I had to like figure out how to recreate it. Where it kind of pretty much was like it was a brick wall that had like, like a kind of like it had like, like some boards over it, like a little hole in the wall. It was like, it kind of actually would fit like the whole Mask Alley thing more because I was using it before I even started calling my channel Mask Alley, I think. Or I may have been using it around that time. But kind of like had this whole concept where there was like, it was like a stone wall or a brick wall or whatever. And it had little shadows of people like walking around in the front. And then it had like a thing where it showed like a, like a man with a, like, a hand like with a dagger or a knife in it, like, popped up. And then right around that time, like, the planks fell off the wall. And the whole time it shows like a red light in there. I have like the whole thing like with my book, where Kai and I just kind of like, been with like with my character, my artwork, with the whole like red eye and everything. When, like kind of the whole Terminator eye, when I get pissed off. But it's kind of like, it showed like the light. And then when the planks dropped, like, then my face, like, or the gas, my face in the mask or whatever, my mask like appeared, kind of looking out of the hole, kind of like, basically doing the whole vigilante thing. But also I think I might have actually had like police sirens there, kind of like showing I was also kind of like, running from the police, but still like trying to protect people. So I may go back to trying to do that again if I can recreate it and have like a longer. Is that you down there doing that?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Some dings. I got the thing to ding a little bit. There's a door.
I'm hoping I do kind of like at least like have like a little bit of luck here. Not trying to push on anything, but I noticed that after I got back up to 300 last night, someone came in and unfollowed. So
That happens sometimes. But I know it'll get there and stick around.
Yeah,
it'll. Too long.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, cause again, like I have, I'm almost like up to 1,060 on YouTube and everything. Because for those who don't know, I mean, Twitch, I pretty much rejoined Twitch like a few months back, but YouTube is like my other platform. I'm a partner on there and everything. But I kind of like just want to I miss like a lot of people I used to hang out with on Twitch. And thankfully, some of them have come back around. I've met new people, which has been amazing.
I really like hearing the stories of like some of the older people like you used to know, and like it's kind of interesting seeing them come back around. So it's like, wait, you're the face behind this really cool story over here or whatever.
Yeah, because that's the thing about me. I mean, I may not be like the biggest streamer out there, the most profit, like like one has like the most profit to his channel or like popularity or anything. But at least one thing I can say is I'm just thankful for that I've actually had like genuine bonds, for people, because I actually try to treat, people as people and not just numbers like some do.
Yeah, it's the people who make this great, like either way.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like there are those who do the side of it and everything, like what streaming is supposed to be about, but.
Yeah.
Okay, the
like on my side, like I'm not trying to be like the biggest, the best at anything. I'm not trying to go like super over the top.
Yeah, I mean,
in the top. I'm just here having fun. This is just fun to me, and I'm gonna always have my fun.
Yeah, I've definitely had like those that have come in talking about your content's corny and everything. I was like, well, at least I'm myself.
Okay, maybe corny, but did you laugh? Okay, mission accomplished.
Well, the ones in question were basically, just trolls on YouTube trying to. But, my thing is I didn't let it get to me because, like I said, at the end of the day, at least, my content's corny. At least no one's got to worry about me not being anything other than myself when they come by.
And at least you're making something. You're doing something. So, like...
And as long as I can make someone laugh, that's my main concern. If at least some person laugh, whatever, that's what matters to me most. I'm not gonna be for everyone, and that's fine.
I just like making things and doing things.
But you know what? He doesn't figure on how us country folk fight back. Oh, shit. We've been studying up on polycultures, rotating crops and animals, minimum water uses, just what we needed. The country mayor thinks he stitched us up. He's gonna think again. That some bitch don't know what kind of hootenanny and shambuckles we can come up with. I don't know what a shambuckle is, but he gonna have to deal with it. I'll put it in the dictionary. I don't care. I'll put it in my whole dunk dictionary. Shambuckle. It's like the hillbilly fuck around and find out. I don't know where that whole thing went, Rogues. I just improv'd it, and I don't know if that was a hit or a miss, but the point is, all of us know we hate the mayor, so we'll call it a win.
Yeah, something like that.
I was like, I don't know, how much of a city slicker that mayor thinks he is, but he gonna need, that hindquarters to be slick when my foot goes up it. Well, it might be an uncomfortable experience for both of us.
Rocket Nachos is sitting in the corner over there, and all the kittens are piled up in his lap in, the most adoring way possible. I know I'm not cleaning this properly, but it's kind of fun seeing just how much I can use this little flat surface cleaner guy over here.
Okay, at least the silo. This is honestly one of the worst parts about this. The silo sucked. I don't know why. Yeah.
I've just been zoning out and chatting.
Let me see. I don't know if it'd be nice if I could afford washer equipment. If I can get this thing, it'd make it a whole lot easier. Prime Vista, alright, Prime Vista 3000.
I feel like I bought a better thing only for me to continue to use this thing.
I can get the short extension. That's about it. I'm 100 off on the long extension. I'm gonna wait till I just get the rest of the money I need for it. Alright. That's just the worst about it. Once I get this out of the way, we'll be able to clean up that right there, no problem. It's just the silo sucks.
Oh, I got a piece of something at least.
Well, that's the problem right there. It switched off my adaptive. There we go. Let me check one thing.
Oh, and if some stuff works out just right, there's a chance I might at least be closer to having the second monitor too whenever I switch over. Because I know I have that one monitor that I use with my laptop and all. But...
Yeah. Like I said, the main thing we're gonna need to get you going up is get you a hard drive. That's the main thing. I was just checking something real quick before we continue.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
And I may have worked some stuff out on some of my stuff to maybe get a little bit of extra cash to get monitors, possibly. Like I've got a gift card or two that I can use on some stuff.
And like I said, I'm still trying to make sure I get like, you know, the money I owe you back to you and everything, like that 90 something or 85.
Yeah, I honestly can't remember how much it was.
It was 85.
As long as it doesn't put too much stress on you. But I know you tell me that too whenever I help you out on things.
Okay, let me get back up here and see if I can just kind of...
Those kittens are so cute.
At the end of the day, though, just like once you do get like the computer up and going, it means it's going to be like, you know, we'll be able to get around to the multiplayer step between me, you, Rocket, and Mac or whatever. If I don't stop falling off.
Honestly, I just hope we can play a day out again, because that game was fun, but...
And then having the dev come in and hang out with us.
Oh yeah, that was really great. And, like, I missed that, actually, because, like, they were really chill. Like, they were hilarious, really.
Not to mention, like, you actually had to, like, nerf some stuff because we went in and, like, you know, and... Yeah, like, nerf and buff things or whatever, you know, just based around, our, like, our playthrough.
I mean, we probably shouldn't be used as the gold standard for that with our chaos and stuff. But we would manage to glitch, like, that one boss that one time. But it was a lot.
Let me see. Part Ranger Adams. Pete Cleaning. That's not my name. What do you like with coordinates? We found a goodness knows what over at Power Falls, but it's way out of the wilderness. Okay. That looks like it might be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Wish app Stonehenge. But my name is not Pete. If they don't get my name right...
Oh, they're never gonna get it right.
I'm gonna get a lawsuit because I'm gonna be like, they're gonna like, you know, be putting the check out like someone like for a company that I don't even work for, and it's gonna go to me and people, and I'm gonna get like, you know, sued for like either gimmick infringement or
I don't even want to know what their taxes look like if they keep trying to make
some kind of fraud
checks out to like 12 different companies or whatever we got going on here. I don't know.
But seriously, like, who is it to handle, like, you know, my marketing? Apparently it wasn't me.
I mean, it's getting the job done, but they just never know who you are.
It's just like, you know, I would have sent with something simple as just Mask Alley, you know, power washing, done and done. Everyone knows what it is. And it's my branding. Pete Clean. So I'm just trying to get where the fattest farmer was when it was behind the freaking egg attack. Because what made that job so terrible was the fact... No, because here's the thing. That job absolutely sucked. I mean, that was like probably the only job that probably like almost rivaled the gnome fountain. Because like the main thing about it, like, you know, was the hoity-toity, like, that hoity-toity ass mayor was like, well, fine, sir. I want you to clean my mansion, but I don't want you stepping on my lawn, so you got to do it from the front gate. Like, look here, you know, first off, I mean, I think, like, for the fact that I run, like, a business based around cleanliness or whatever, I'm not going to dirty anything up, like, you know, worse than it already has, and also that would be, like, theoretically and realistically impossible. You worry about your lawn and everything. I'd be worried about the smell. Which I'm pretty sure would be, like, you know, I mean, house wouldn't smell as bad as you know?
I should probably move this first. That's a lot to go still.
Like Timu ass, like Mr. Moneybags from Monopoly. I got like a Pringles mustache. In case y'all haven't noticed, I really don't like the mayor. Mainly because he's on, like, you know, insisting on trying to take this cat back and talking about, like, apparently he's gonna get like authorities involved. It's like, first off, dork, you're the one that, like, you know, gave us the cat in the first place. Like, you know, he pretty much, you know, like, skipped town because he was in trouble and everything, like, and left his cat high and dry, and now, like, apparently everything's, like, less scummy.
Oh, the angle of the barn makes it like a little difficult. That's where I have to like be careful of my angle with this thing.
I'll be over there in a minute. I'm almost done with. I mean, I can.
Interesting. Ah shit. No.
Yeah, it happens. Like, okay. The main problem I'm having here is just I think I can get up there from this one.
I moved one of the things over, so it's easy to jump up.
Here we go. Just a matter of like knowing which ones are all right. The main problem is like unfortunately I have this as red or whatever. I mean, which it still shows out, but. All right, let me kind of get back down. God knows I hate this. I've been like on this silo for like most of the job, well, all the job. And can I get like? Because if I can get like, oh, that. All right, hold on. This is about to get a whole lot easier. All right, yeah, there's no escaping me now, Doit.
I'm gonna fall off this barn a couple more times before I'm done, I bet. At least you're almost done with the silo.
I think it's like every time I I feel like I'm done. Where they throw some. Actually, I think I actually am I. Nope. And let me move this out of the way because I don't need this. I can like get everything from here.
I mean, at least I got the surface of the barn kind of going pretty well. If you want to work on some of the upper side stuff.
I swear it's like there's a bird like swooping around like pooping on this thing while I'm cleaning it. Every time I feel like I come back, see, it did it again.
I'm trying to resist the urge to crack a joke about cleaning the weather vane because there's a chicken on top of it.
It wouldn't be the first chicken I've seen today. I mean, I actually had a rotisserie one earlier.
That's still a funny story, how you ended up with a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for those who don't know, without going into too many more of the specifics and whatnot, was at the grocery store earlier, and I guess it was kind of like, just like, one of those moments I kind of needed. One of my gym buddies, like, pretty much who's been like, pretty much, just great guy, like absolutely amazing dude. He was like, he was like shopping at the grocery store and he was like, checking out. And I just had like, some soda, some, zero sugar soda, which I found out today had that zero sugar orange Fanta actually is amazing. I'm trying to cut back on my caffeine a little bit for right now because I can try to sleep better. Because I'm between on pre-workout energy drinks and like, drinking like, zero sugar Pepsi and Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I mean, I got like a very high caffeine tolerance, but either way. So anyways, back on point. I was at the grocery store and dude's name is Ty, and he said James, is that all you're getting? Hold on. Fellow fans of mystery, anyone got any juicy theories on who might have stolen the Merman's gems? Probably the mayor. Just got one blame him for something. If not him, it was totally Mac. But either way, I just had like an energy drink, an energy drink. I have like a little water enhancer called Mio that I use. Basically, just kind of get like some flavor and vitamins in my water, like whenever I go to work out. So I need some more of that, and and again, basically, like some other little snacks. And he said, James, is that all you're getting? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, put it up here. I was like, I'm not about to let you buy my stuff. And he's like, and he just told me right there in the store. He's like, man, put the damn stuff up here. And I was like, okay, whatever. So
Yeah, you got good people looking out for you.
yeah, so I went on, put the stuff up. I was like, okay, but I'm buying the energy drink. I'm gonna at least buy something out of this. And then he asked me if I was hungry. And I got food in my house and all that. But the thing is, I had like a whole pizza yesterday. Like, I went out to eat pizza with Mickey D43, and then last night after the strings, I hadn't had anything else to eat other than that. It was like, well, actually, I'll admit, Rose, I didn't go to sleep till like 4 a.m. So I had like, another pizza I cooked, snacked on it. So since then, I've actually been fasting. And, so I told him, I was like, I had like a whole like pizza yesterday. He's like, you must not want a rotisserie chicken then. And I said, oh, I'm not opposed to one. And he's like, go get you one, hurry up. So I went over there, and it was like, they're $6, so it wasn't that really expensive at the grocery store anyway. But I went over there and got this whole like rotisserie chicken and everything. And I told the cashier, I was like, okay, look, I just want to try to pay forward to someone else. So I paid for my energy drink. And I said, I know it's not much. It's not really like, it's only like about like maybe like $2 and some change. Like, but next person that comes through, put this towards their, put this towards their groceries. So, it was just one of those things where it was like, reminder that, I'm not the biggest fan of this town, but at least there are like some good people in it. Like, I live in this town where people like really just don't know how to stay out of each other's business and are always judgmental. But it's always like nice, like, knowing there is like those here who actually still are, what human beings like should be more like and everything in regards to looking out for each other and all that. And, and I was, that's the thing, I had the money to get the stuff with. It's just, but he insisted on paying for it and everything, and,
because you got some good people around who like taking care of you.
Yeah, I just hope that if I ever actually do make some of this, my channel and everything, I can get to the point where I can actually can pay people back and do for them.
Yeah. Always about paying it forward.
This silo panel is... Oh, it was all the way up... Huh? That one was like all the way up there, and I was spraying it left and right, and then I had to climb up the scaffolding just to get it. Okay, is it done now? Okay, if there's anything else to this silo, I'll come back to it. But it seems like it's mostly clean. But that thing was a pain. I probably could have got done a whole lot quicker if I wasn't going to use the scaffold, if I had like the longer extension previously.
Yeah, at least I got the barn roof like covered if you want to get like the upper parts of the barn on the outside walls.
Nah, I'm pretty much just getting like the walls in general here, so up and down.
I know you're using like something that's easier on like those surfaces.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, I just got like the more powerful washer. I had the urban one too, which is kind of comparable to this, I think.
I like using the surface cleaner.
Yeah, the black washer.
I like this thing. The big yellow round thing is like my favorite thing on this. So I know it's got its drawbacks, but it's just so satisfying to me. You know what I keep thinking? About like the whole trip and stuff. If I drive you to the arcade, I wonder if I've still got a clean sweep on the scoreboard for Galaga.
Yeah, I just want to do the Jaws arcade machine again.
Scores again. That Jaws one looked fun.
Yeah, I know exactly who it was. Peter Wrangler, 38 Acacia Avenue. He was always moaning about the merman hum. Plus, he owns an angle grinder. I know because he always cutting bricks in his yard. Case closed. So you're trying to say this dude like used an angle grinder to cut down like a stone that probably was about as hard as diamond. I always try to like the carnies start blaming each other because there was that one carny that got mad at like the other one, like the shooting gallery one. I would laugh. He actually, I'm pretty sure it was the mayor.
I'm gonna laugh if it ends up being the mayor and it plays into how we get to keep the cat in the end.
Well, well, the thing about it is that he basically is about, like, he did that, and he ends up, like, coming close to causing another, extinction level, trying to cause another extinction level event. I mean, we already know the dude, like, isn't exactly the brightest.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if, like, he skipped town, like, previously, because I think he skipped town, where I couldn't remember if he did because he had, like, the debts he had to pay off, or he was just in legal trouble. And he can afford, like, that atrocious-ass blimp and everything. Like I said previously, he probably contribute, like, he probably, like, has been fined for noise pollution or air pollution.
I just want to keep the cat.
Oh, we're gonna keep those cats. I don't care. No, he's not getting those cats back. If there's any kind of, like, storyline where he's gonna get the cats, where I'll turn the game off and I'll end the series right there. I've been a message to the devs. I was like, for a game about, like, us cleaning up filth, you sure did us dirtier than anyone else, like making us have to get that cat back. Now, I don't think they're gonna do that, though. I mean, this whole concept of it is that we're pretty much, going around being good Samaritans in the whole neighborhood. And I mean, even though we're getting paid for it, we're going and doing this, literally doing all this dirty work for people. There's not gonna be an ending, I think, where we're gonna lose the cat. They wouldn't do that. They're not gonna let, like, some scumbag like him win.
Better not.
And plus, let's be real here. Like, realistically, with how much respect, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the power washer, like, you play as in both games, like, how much respect he's gained from people or whatever. If that mayor tried anything with him or whatever, he probably have, like, a whole town ready to whoop his ass.
Something like that.
Like, don't worry, Wish. You're not got to worry about, like, taking a job for this mess. We'll clean it up. The main thing I'm just thinking about is the lawyer. You can't tell us that lawyer's not going to come back in some capacity and have our backs for us, like, cleaning his house up, because it definitely seemed like it was one of those little underdog stories, or one of those things where, kind of like, if you look at the mayor, like the Kingpin, and the lawyer, like Daredevil, like, he's pretty much, is down on his luck and pretty much like, okay, I'm done. And he pretty much just, like, fell into, just think about the whole concept of, like, the lawyer's, like, just basically shacked up in his house, like, become a recluse. We come along and clean his house up for him and everything, like, just not, you kind of look at it as, like, not even really, like, looking to get paid, just, like, do something good. And that kind of, like, gets his hope in humanity back. And then he realized, like, no, I'm not letting the mayor win.
Speaking of that show, one of my friends told me that they were already working on filming, like, season 3.
Yeah.
Of it.
The only thing I know, because I've definitely been, like, trying to avoid spoil, like, not really, like, looking too much into it and everything, is that apparently they're going to be bringing back the Defenders. Because we already knew that, Jessica Jones was going to be back. We already knew she was going to, like, be back in this season and everything, but we're going to definitely get around to watching it. I mean, I know we've been trying to, like, get through the rest of Twisted Metal.
Honestly, Daredevil's going to be interesting, because, like, how good the sound system is at the house, and they really play it up, a lot of the really good cinematic stuff there. That should be really good. Picking out and stuff and catch up with more in the shows.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be watching that for sure. Our boy, Bobby Wicks. Hate to break it, Cuddy, but don't think it was Pete, mate. Or Cuddy, yeah. According to the press release, the Merman was guarded 24/7 by state-of-the-art security force. No way an average Joe could do it. And it just so happens we've got, like, well, I don't know how the hell anyone could miss that big-ass blimp. What about someone with access to Sponge Valley Tech? Blake Thrust? He needs to have access to, like, means that, like, get a better name. Or sue his parents for that name. Said he disappeared, though? They got, like, a whole mystery going on in the chat.
I feel like they're gonna have a good few interesting twists on some of the stuff for us in some of the later
I don't care if it was the
missions.
mayor. Even if it wasn't the mayor, it's still him. Just I want to blame him for something. And Mickey D43 was his accomplice.
Mhm.
I think. Yeah, let's take care of this, I think.
Game always puts me in a good mood, I swear. There's just something always satisfying about, like, you know, getting things up back in order on stuff.
There's another game I saw on Steam I'm interested in. I think it's like it's on sale at the moment. It's not called Melt something. It just came out a few days ago. It's on sale. It's pretty much where it's like a game about digging a hole, but with like more lore to it. Where apparently, you know, you have to like use like this gun that can melt rock and all that, and you're trying to like, you know, assemble a mammoth. Like a mammoth skeleton.
I just remembered there's a really weird game that I wanted to throw at you.
Of course.
I saw.
Does involve, but it involves puppets.
Not that I'm aware of.
You
but
puppet
I would not
involver.
be surprised. It didn't have it mentioned, but it's got some interesting bits on it, from what I can tell. I'll have to look it up again. But that one will definitely be whenever I have like extra cash to call a little bit of chaos.
Yeah, this one I think is like in questions. I think it's about like $4 or $5. Can't remember, but it's one I was because it's like it seemed like people were saying it was like a game about digging a hole, but you have like some kind of melting gun or something that can like melt rock and other stuff, and you're pretty much, you know, going like deep underground, like, you know, trying to like, you know, get the remains of a mammoth to reassemble it.
See, let me look this up real quick.
What I'm talking about, or
The one that I was thinking of. Gotta find it again.
why are you doing that? Since she's like, you know, taking a break on the job, bro, because I'm doing the same damn thing.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, it's $7.99 on the one. Listed as first-person psychological physics clicker and looks about like the game about digging a hole crossed with some backrooms-ish tier shit.
What one?
I'll send you a screenshot of it, but I'm thinking of throwing this game at you.
It's not Meltopia, is it?
It's definitely not. It is definitely not that.
Yeah, Meltopia is the one I'm thinking about. This game where you melt snow with heat, with a heat can to explore a mysterious frozen world, uncover ancient glacial secrets, collect valuable resources, ancient artifacts, and ultimately find and assemble the remains of ancient mammoth. And it's like $4.19 right now.
Yeah, that sounds like fun chaos.
It looks cozy. It's a cozy game.
Yeah, the one that I was pointing at was definitely not cozy.
Well, you said backroom, so.
Yeah.
Let's see which one you're talking about. Just send me a text with Rogues. We try not to text on the job, but I've seen this one around. I've seen like a lot of people playing it. I actually been considering it. I think I got it wishlisted. I can't remember.
It's one that I've been hiding that I came across months ago.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I mean, it's actually
been playing and trying to play. Get so many on the backlog already.
Well, thankfully, I mean, I've gotten like a few of them out of the way, including crab meat last night. So, which that one was an experience.
I know I had grabbed you like that huge chunk of games like for your birthday, and I think I got you several games. Forgot about what I got you. Got you several more games because there's a sell. It's like all kinds of stuff. It's like, oh, if it looks interesting, but I know I would not handle playing it very well.
So you want to just watch me suffer?
It's going straight
Sonia
through.
Almuden. Honestly, guys, I don't care who stole them, only who gets them back. Thank you. They were priceless, not to mention scientifically inexplicable, and also they caused like like prevent an extinction level event.
Yeah, that too. Details.
We still had no idea how they work. Finally, someone's seen in the chat. This is like not trying to point fingers and everything. I'm telling y'all, it was probably the freaking mayor. I mean, I bet my career on it, wherever y'all going, you know.
It doesn't really matter who did it. And who
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you know,
gone.
I'll bet my entire career on, but not like it matters. I mean, I bet my career on, but not like it matters. They don't even know what the hell the name of my business is.
Yeah.
Like almost every like client or whatever is like got like a different name for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm really feeling like someone just like, you know, put like, you know, took a picture of me, put me in the classifieds in the paper or whatever, and it's like in every week they're putting like a new name on like next to my mug.
Something like that. Like when, you know, there's like 12 business options, but it's all owned by the same family and they use the same equipment or some shit.
Well, next thing I'm gonna get like, you know, like a thing from a client or whatever. So see, I found like, you know, this the number for this business on like a like inside of a bathroom stall. It'd be like, you can just hang up right the fuck now.
But was it a clean bathroom though? We did clean a bathroom.
Anyway, I've cleaned I think like 3 bathrooms in like between both these games.
Something like that.
We cleaned like, you know, a portable bathroom. I cleaned like I think it's yeah. I cleaned that massive one. I can't remember if it was like part of a subway or whatever it was, but that one was very nasty. Like I remember I went in there, like, you know, when I did like the thing, like, you know, see where all the dirt was, it almost blinded me just from like how much dirt there was, like on the dirt sense. Like that whole room lit when I did that, it lit up.
It's like, oh, there's dirt here. It's easier to say where there isn't dirt.
Okay, so where's the dirt at? Yes.
Yeah, just yes. Shit.
Well, there was like a lot of that too, but
I fell straight off that thing.
okay, it's getting there.
Definitely getting there. Well, at least that's where the dirt was.
It's just like what sucks about the hoist, where this is all like one part. Okay, there's that.
Okay.
And that explains a lot of that.
Yeah. Heard a chicken.
Or look a little bit of everything here. I'm just
Hi,
gonna like you.
Cookie. Nice to see you.
Welcome in. Let me see here. Just finished getting this front wall, which should be just a few more seconds.
There's so many tiny dirt bits in tiny little corners.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this. Like, there's just so much. You know, the framing is just. I finally got that.
Got that done.
Okay, there's that. Okay, this side looks like it's pretty good to go. Yeah, alright, there's that. I think the front's mostly done. I'm gonna get on the roof. Oh, yeah, that explains it.
Yeah, I have to climb back up to finish some of the rest of the roof. I kept falling off.
I got it. This won't be a problem. Oof.
Yeah, I'm coming back up. It's the angle that's hard to stay on the roof.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll fall off this again, I bet. I'm craving ramen so bad today.
Yeah, me and maybe before we went out of town recently. They had like, you know, another brand like these Korean noodles or whatever that I ain't never seen before. But they had like some really weird flavors. Like the one I think it was like a beef and truffle one.
Ooh, interesting.
Like they had them at Walmart. I can't remember the actual name. I have to show you like the. Let me look at the name.
Yeah, I got a really good bone broth one recently, as far as like easy instant noodles. And I fell off again. Damn it. Coming back up.
I'm trying to see if I can find like the. That's definitely not it. Not bread and truffle, beef and truffle. Yeah, it's Arih. Aria or Ari. Ari. I don't know how you say it. Yeah, but this was like truffle bulldoggy or whatever. However you say it. I haven't actually eaten them yet though. I've still got like because they have like the little containers you can get, but also you have like the packs. And if I like the the container, I'm gonna probably get a pack of it. But like one container was like just like $3, so it wasn't really expensive. But they also have like these energy drinks they've done too. I haven't tried the energy drinks yet though.
Speaking of food, have I ever like dragged you to get food from the Hawaiian place near me? One that has saimin.
I don't think you have yet.
If you like ramen, you're gonna like saimin.
Yeah, we can check that when I get up there.
I gotta take you to like this one really good deli place because like they make some amazing sandwiches too. Like every culture you could imagine, they got a sandwich for it. There's some really good cheesecakes sometimes.
So I really could definitely go for some Cheesecake Factory. I ain't had that in years, but
I've actually never been.
It's good.
One. I've heard a lot of good things about like their kitchens though, as far as like it being as commercialized as it is.
Okay, we're pretty much mostly there. Just got like some.
Yeah.
This job ended up being like longer than I thought it was gonna be, which still is like a bit over an hour, so it hasn't really been that bad.
Whole barn. It's gonna take a minute.
Well, it was that silo more than anything was the problem.
I mean, you've got me taking out like large swaths of things from time to time. With this thing.
Yeah, I can definitely get some of it right here.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of that was something like that. There's a whole story. There's lore about some of this stuff, I swear.
Let's be real here, Amber. We know what happened. The mayor freaking like got a crap load of manure, went over the barn like in his blimp or whatever, and and opened the hatches.
Probably.
Let's not forget, if he actually knew, considering like the farmer here was like the one that pretty much held those monks like and egging his house and everything. I'm pretty sure like the mayor probably retaliated.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Cowgirl. How you doing tonight? But I don't care. I mean, whatever the mayor does, I tell you one thing he ain't doing. He ain't getting the cat back. Seriously, the thing is, he named the cat Ulysses. He didn't know it was a girl. He doesn't even know, what gender his cat was.
Okay, but the babies Bubble and Squeak, I would do a lot to protect those fuzzy babies. They are really cute.
We're hanging in there, Cowgirl. See, we did it right. Here, we did the right thing, Rogues. We named, the cats are already named, because, cats, are, they're basically, their names are, gender neutral. So it's like, well, you don't even know what the cat is yourself. I was like, it don't matter. His name is Squeak.
Yeah, Squeak and Bubble. It's like some of the main ones. But they're so cute. Man, I missed a lot of details on this. Ah, shit.
Thankfully, it's just residual stuff now.
Yeah, it's got just tiny details. That window up there. Of course, that would be your favorite part. That would be your favorite part, Squish.
I definitely want. I definitely, we know for a fact, he's gonna be on that Star Wars DLC. If he actually, he'll probably get him.
Oh yeah.
I want to be.
He's gonna be like, I need to have my new computer up and running so he can help clean the Death Star if the Death Star is involved with a Star Wars update on the DLC. Like, I don't know what all is involved in the Star Wars DLC.
I'm
Even if
telling you,
there
if
is
they don't
some
have
stuff
something where we're cleaning like an
for...
Ewok village, and if they, I mean, that I can understand they don't have it, but I hope they do. But there's got to be something for Jabba the Hutt. You know, like his palette screams getting clean.
And you know, there's probably some small scale ship that we've got to clean on.
Oh, there's probably definitely gonna be an X-wing or
Into.
there's definitely gonna be like an X-wing or a Naboo Starfighter, but it depends on like which trilogy they go with. If they don't just go with, because you figure like they try to go like with stuff like between like all three of them.
Okay, at least I know what a dormer window is. At least I know what that is. I know some details of things even without looking at it.
Yeah, now we can kind of like just. All right, let's just tell us I can go ahead and like get rid of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, honestly, Pookie, when we were cleaning the bathroom on this one thing and we got inside it, I was having flashbacks to the time after Katrina happened, because I'm from that kind of area. Like, we dealt with Katrina, and my aunt cleaned some of the FEMA campers over the summer, and there was a refrigerator that when you opened it, it looked just as bad as that bathroom, and I was like, you are not paid enough for
Welcome
that.
in, Mark.
Like, cleaning those campers, that was an experience, and the whole family helped, and yeah, no, that was a interesting summer, to say the least. Yeah, this game's a ton of fun. I think I only like cleaning the mess because I don't touch the
See,
mess.
I had a feeling why did I get a feeling someone was gonna break up that fridge from Resident Evil 7? That thing was was disgusting. And the pod, I think, like they had like the.
Well, I watched him like play stuff on like different things, and I know the tier of messes they throw in with that. So like, it was solid black. There was a layer. There was a layer in that thing, and I am still horrified to this day, because I still remember the smell of it. I still remember that smell. You do not forget the smell of that shit, especially in the deep south summer heat.
See, because speaking of Resident Evil 7, like I may need to do another playthrough of it, like for YouTube and everything. I don't think you ever actually watched me play it, because I don't think like we actually are reconnected. You'd like it because one of the DLC, like one of the characters' brothers, is basically like a. Pretty much, I'm thinking he might be Cajun. I mean, the game takes place in Louisiana, but he's very much one of the ones that actually gets out there and actually wrestles gators and all that, and pretty much just beats the crap out of everything with his bare hands. It's very like I know you like it just because like it's very focused like on Louisiana. Like it's pretty much takes place in a big house, and I don't know if the bakers are necessarily really Cajun, but Jack's brother definitely. I mean, gives like the vibes. Like he doesn't like use any like like the Cajun like stuff like couillon and stuff like that, but he's pretty much out there.
I'm glad I taught you a few of the insults and stuff like that.
But the dude is pretty much out there. He seems like he basically like throughout the whole game you're going through like shooting like enemies and everything. This guy encounters the same enemies and just beats them to death with his bare hands.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
I may do Resident Evil 7 like around like October.
You gonna have enough months left in all your ideas though?
Huh?
You gonna have enough months left to do all your ideas though?
Well, I mean, remember last time I did like I went through like went into November with it. I would like not do that again, but.
That's what I was teasing about because I remember last time.
Well, Resident Evil 7, I definitely kind of want to do it because really that's actually one of the things that kind of saved the series, because after 6. It was in limbo, but 7 was where it went back to its roots and actually got scary again.
I've heard people love or they hate 7, and there's no in between.
Well, it's either they love it because they got that being scary, or they hate it because it's too scary. Me, I went in, I was laughing through a lot of it. But you also seen like a lot of times like games like people say are scary or whatever. I go in, I'll be like pretty much treating like the ghosts or monsters like their roommates.
You renamed the alien in Alien Isolation Alan. And Alan was going to go sneak up on you, and you're just like, damn it, Alan. And it's hard to be scared of a game when you're sitting there renaming half the monsters.
Well, it's not just that. Remember that time I got mad with him, mad at him, where because I was wanting to kill those people, whatever. He ran in and did it before I could, and I actually scolded him.
I know, because you would be the one to sit there and scold the big thing eating people and messing people up. Not really so much eating people, but you know what.
To give like good perspective for anyone who hasn't seen my playthrough of the Mortuary Assistant on YouTube, good example. First episode, I was a little bit spooked by the ghosts. Every other episode afterwards, like, we all shut up. I'm trying to work.
Oh yeah. I swear, I left little tiny sprinkles of dirt everywhere when I was trying to clean this because I just wasn't caring. I was just trying to get the big stuff. Now I'm trying to chase down all the little stuff that I left for myself for later.
I mean, let me see. Like, I was doing the exit project back streets the other night. I went through the door. Bunch of boxes get randomly thrown. Anomaly. Walks through the other door. Back through the door casually.
Open right back out.
I don't know. Maybe that's one reason I haven't really grown like much faster on YouTube, because I give such deadpan reactions to a lot of horror stuff. You see like other creators just like based about to roll like fly out of their chair and everything. I'm just right here just. I guess I'm like Peter Venkman from Ghostbusters, because y'all seen like Ghostbusters, like the rest of the Ghostbusters getting scared of the stuff and everything. Peter's right there, it's like casually walking to the situation, walks up to Dana or like whatever. Are you the kid? Let me see. Huh?
That reminds me of the other day. I raided out to Phantom Roy, who's still doing his Silent Hill 2 playthrough. I scared the absolute shit out of that poor boy. I scared the absolute crap out of him. It was funny. I think I scared the absolute crap out of him.
But it's just like with Peter and like Ghostbusters, like he casually walks out of Dana's door, her ass is possessed by like, like a level, like extinction level spirit or whatever, or not even extinction level, pretty much, one is pretty much, she's possessed by a ghost that's gonna pretty much, help like, bring like, extinction level spirit into existence, just because her, like, when the dad from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids are gonna make Whoopi. Now y'all can't unsee it. Are you the key master? No. Just casually knocks the door back open. He's like in there, like she's floating off like the mattress and everything. He's just right there, just treating it like it's any other day. Like, like at the start, like, the Ghostbusters got spooked by the first spirit they saw, including, including Peter. But then afterwards, it's just like,
euphemism for fun times had.
It's, if you ever watched The Dating Game or whatever it is, it's like old gaming show lingo back when things were like much more PG. Making Whoopi was basically the lingo for, let's get it on.
Yep.
But no, it's just like, but I guess that's kind of like how I do like a lot of horror games. That's one reason why I also maybe turn some people away, because they want to see like me getting spooked or whatever. And sometimes I will, but like a lot, like especially if it's mannequins or freaking like animatronics involved. But 9 times out of 10, like it's just.
They're having.
But it's pretty much just like I'll have like the most like Amber can tell you, like I'll have like the most deadpan reactions to something like scared the shit. I'll see like other people playing through the game. This one creature shows up, scares the shit out of her. When I play it, I look at it because I'll pretty much play a game, and then like I'll look at other people's reactions. I was like, okay, damn, well, like were they really that scared of this thing, or was it just me? Well, when you think about the teabagging, I mean, you're not much wrong. What this chat just become? But no, but yeah, it's just pretty much, but that's just how I am. It's like, there'll be some games that might spook me, but there'll be like games like saying, oh, this game's so terrifying, it was like, I was so scared of it. I go in and play it, it's like, okay, there's that ghost right there. I was like, what's going on, Steven? What are you doing in my apartment?
And then there's Subnautica that it took you getting back to.
Well, Subnautica definitely did kind of spook me, but then I get to the end of the game where you got like the freaking like the Leviathans down below or whatever. I was just getting mad because they were trying to like break my ship and getting too close to me.
Really, your reaction when you realized the thing had spooked you so much was like the thing with the little gas bag like tail and everything like that.
And that's also par for the course. Sometimes like I get spooked by the things that shouldn't spook anyone, Rogues. But then like the things that are like the most like scary looking things in the scary things in the game, I'll just go through. It's like, oh, what's going on? Hey, I'm gonna do my job. Just gonna go in. I'm just trying to explore.
Like, they don't really mess you up if you leave them alone enough.
Yeah, but it's just I was early in the game. I thought it was the Leviathan, got into my went to the safe shallows.
I'm so glad I didn't record it on my end because like those Leviathans, they caused me so much hell in my playthrough. It
But
was
then I
such
go
a
through the entire
nightmare.
game and I don't encounter. I mean, I saw one off in the
Oh, you
distance,
play
but
Dredge.
yes, I've actually got platinumed it. I've got like a whole.
Yeah.
Now that one got me. That stupid big ass thing actually did come up out of the water and chomp me down 1 point. That got me a few points. Don't get me started on the ghost shark, but.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah.
do not jump on my keyboard.
It's actually funny you say that though, Cowgirl, because the game I played last night was very similar to it, Crab Meat. But that one was just kind of more annoying than anything, because like, you know, it's like these crabs kept on showing up on my boat, and I was like fighting them off with an axe, and I'm trying to make quota. Yeah, Dave the Diver actually did a crossover with it, which I can't wait for the DLC for that, because Dave the Diver was so good. Like, Dave the Diver actually did like a crossover thing where, you know, you actually do steer the ship like you did in Dredge and go down and you can like catch like aberrations.
Funny thing is, I was trying to knock you off, and it was pushing me backwards for a second.
Dave the Diver is great. It's amazing, and the Godzilla DLC was pretty fun too. You know, it was kind of short. But no, but yeah, that's pretty much how I am. Like, everyone talks about how Alien Isolation is like one of the scariest games ever, and it definitely is. But I mean, I went through and did like a replay of it, and it wasn't like really spooky as the second time. It did get me a few top points like the first time. But y'all can go and watch my playthrough on YouTube. The entire time, it's more like just kind of like a sitcom where, like, you know, Alan shows up. I named the alien Alan, and he just shows up, and I'm right there like trying to like be stealthy at times. He show up or whatever and wreck me. I was like, all right, Alan, well played. But then, like, you know, there was like one part early on, I was trying to be stealthy with, like, you know, with some enemies. I think one of them shot a gun. Alan comes in and wrecks him. I was like, Alan, those were mine. But it's kind of like, you know, now it's pretty much if I play any game that involves, like, you know, xenomorphs, they're just all, like, collectively known as Alan now. Kind of like how it is, like, whenever, like, a shark shows up in a game or whatever, it's known as, we call it Bruce. It's like, like, pretty much it's like, you know, and the whole Bruce thing started, like, back when I was doing Let's Plays years ago, and I was doing Stranded Deep, and that's where I first called it, like, a shark Bruce, and it just stuck. Like, Amber can tell you, like, you know, we'll be playing, like, a game, like, you know, where's the ocean or whatever. I'll say shark, and I fucking Bruce! Like, I don't even want to call it a shark. I'll just say that Bruce. We've been, like, you know, definitely bad about that with Gone Fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if you guys haven't played Gone Fishing, great multiplayer game. You know, absolutely amazing. The devs actually recently put out new content for it again, because they're always putting out new stuff. Because I forgot to tell you about this, Amber. I did look into it, and now, like, whenever we make, like, our presets, or whenever we do, like, our outfits, and, like, you know, our perks, apparently it actually it saves. So apparently we don't have to actually do it every time now. So yeah, he's not wrong though, or they're not wrong. I'm sorry, I didn't mean, like, you know, assume gender, Spooky. But yeah, this actually does like a Call of Duty map. I'm just, oh, see, now that would just suck. You're right here, like, you know, in a firefight with someone just snipes your ass from behind like a haystack. I wouldn't even want to play the game anymore. Which I only actually play COD, but I know people who do. It's kind of hard to not know people who do. It's funny that it's actually said, because, like, I got, like, some a Fanta Zero Sugar earlier, and it had Call of Duty on the box, so.
There we go. Finally got the pipe.
Yeah, it's just, like, taking us, like, I think, like, where's the way I've already got this done is because we're, like, you know, talking a lot, but, hey, that's what this is for. That's pretty much when we, like, yeah, I mean, I've never actually, you know, had Fanta Zero Sugar, but now I'm definitely all for it, because I got, like, I'd usually try, like, here, like, you know, zero sugar drinks. I know it'd be like, oh, well, that's not really, like, it's healthier. I mean, which soda's not necessarily healthy, but at the same time I take on, like, zero sugar, it doesn't really contribute to calories, at least. It's like, it doesn't really benefit you, but also doesn't hinder you either, in my view. I mean, there's definitely worse things out there you can drink. I mean, my viewpoint, I think it's still better than, like, you know, drinking alcohol crap load. Yeah, for me, let me get right here, Amber. Yeah, for me, it's just mainly, like, you know, my
up there.
And it's, like, short. I didn't really get that much height. It's mainly, like, Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, Pepsi, and Coke Zero, and also, now Fanta are, like, the main ones I tolerate. Because they all, like, really, because, like, you know, mainly with, it's like I tell people, like, it's like, well, I've tried zero sugar stuff, it doesn't really taste like it. It's like, you gotta build up a tolerance to it. Like, you keep drinking, eventually it you can't really tell.
Yeah, I'm so.
Well, I know you gotta be the odd one out. I know you're the odd one out.
I need my Dr. Pepper to function like a normal human being. I've given up a lot of vices on random things.
Well, also, you know, you get a bit of a mulligan too because, you know, you have like a hard time actually gaining weight anyway, so.
Yeah, true there.
If anything, you know, that's one way that soda can actually benefit you for actually gaining weight due to your condition and all that, but. That's the thing. I mean, I normally only like have like full calorie stuff if like I go to I mean, I don't like diet. And I used to drink Diet Coke a lot because I had like an uncle who, you know, I had an uncle like, you know, who pretty much drank it exclusively.
A lot worse vices versus like.
Yeah, so I drank like I drank like Diet Coke a lot, you know, as a kid because my uncle drank it and he was like my hero. He was like my father I never had. But you know, otherwise if I go to a restaurant, I usually just like will drink we're on the ad break and everything, but I'll just drink like, you know, full calorie sodas if like all they got is diet. But sometimes I'll drink like Diet Coke if it comes down to it, but let's see, it's saying yeah, the roof. See like which roof they're talking about here. Okay, I see it. That's like spray it until I can.
So much on this like one side of the barn because I see like tiny particles. There we go. Finally.
Okay.
Finally, I got this side of it.
Okay, I'll get this taken care of. It's just the roof right here. I just gotta figure out like. I got it. Find like the. Come on, give me the stupid thing. If I actually achieve it like this. Wait, hold on.
Ah, shit. There we go, falling off.
I bet just like as an edge right. I knew it.
Probably. Ah, and falling. I fell off the side and saw like an orange spot.
There we go. I just like, you know, just mushroom stomped her. I just like, you know, treated her like a Goomba. I jumped off there and then bounced off her and then kept laying on the ground. All right.
Oh yeah. The only reason why I use it the way I do is entirely because this is a video game.
That silo sucked. Like I don't even care if this barn is my channel code is like red and white. It still sucked. All right, let me hick it up a notch. Well, wow. Not sure what I was expecting exactly, but this is incredible. Almost forgot it was this color. I might even have to muddy it up a little bit. Bitch, don't. Or people won't believe we're a working farm. I'm kidding, of course. Fantastic job. I'm about to say, you dirty us up and I'll fire you from being my client.
But you know what? I have the cat paw gloves. I have the little paws.
Park Ranger Adams.
I got the toe bean boots.
I'm already impressed. I'm already impressed. Not everyone can follow coordinates, you know. In fact, I can name 3 local power washers who can't. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure all of them are me because, like, apparently people, like, you know, can't, like, you know, get my business name right. But, like, I can't follow coordinates or whatever. Like I said, people can't even, like, you know, actually, you know, follow, like, you know, like the name of my business. To fill you in, as those amazing monuments in the desert turned out to be linked to an ancient aquatic race, it suddenly dawned on us this monument out in the national park might be linked to them in some way. I don't mind admitting that this currently got me more stumped than the rooted remains of a felled tree, but like all things, it will only reveal itself once clean. Zestfully or otherwise. Okay, it's not gonna be that bad. Okay, I'm getting a feeling it's gonna glow. It's gonna glow.
I would not be surprised.
Which one is this? Alright, that's Ulysses. So the fact he wants the cat back and he pretty much gave it a boy's name because he didn't know it was a female cat.
But it is a very cute cat.
Which is why he doesn't deserve it. So what do you think? Any ideas what it might be yet? Hell, it might be a Beyblade Renner. I don't know. Let us clean it first. No, it's still too early. I'll leave you to it. All right, listen here, Sherlock. We're here, like, to go clean it up, not to figure out what it is we're cleaning. You pay us. That's all we care about. And it might be a giant sugar cookie. I don't know. Like, like an Aztec, science project or something. Who knows? Oh, I got it. This is like, I know exactly what it is. It's a flat earth. There's a depiction of the earth. There, how about that?
That reminds me of a funny, dad-style joke.
Plot twist, I'm gonna laugh that actually ends up being a flying saucer because you do actually clean one of those in the last game too. Like, it is actually, because it does look kind of like a UFO. Dioxidized dome.
Well, that works.
I was like checking. I thought it was like it had like a gap. There. I was like, wait a minute, is this thing gonna open up?
The clouds actually look really good in this game.
It does.
You don't usually see like those little like poofy, like wispy clouds like that. Where it's got like the little bubbles. Or whatever you want to call them it. Sure, those things are the best part of this game.
Definitely. All right, the dome's cleaned at least. Are we gonna do a ding off here?
Something like that.
That's my stone. Nope.
All the dings.
You cheated.
Maybe.
Ain't gonna clean the UFO with UFO.
Fitting. Working well.
Away my stones. Not much to them, is there? Not gonna lie. I was at least hoping for the odd sentence here and there. Will you just give it a minute? See, look, right there. Sentence. Still, two ideas spring immediately to mind. It's literally got, like, something right here.
I love how I can tell when you have it in that other mode because you're spraying at like one specific spot and then I'm seeing it dance all across everywhere.
That's why I like this. I usually kind of keep it on this mode usually.
I know, I find it funny because like it shows different visually for me because it makes it look like you're still holding it in one direction.
See, you was talking like that, where there's literally like, you know, different symbols on top of each of these things. That's more on like apparently it's dyslexic. No offense, Jam, or anyone with dyslexia. Definitely mean no harm in that. Aware, it's like I guess like I say he don't know how to read. No offense to anyone in that regard either.
I am making everything the floor. As always, it's like, oh yeah, this is mostly like a surface or like floor cleaner, walls or floor.
All right, because we're about 50% done. Yeah, I'll say I definitely do like the effects of the water in the background here, and I can't really see it as much.
Oh yeah, there's a waterfall over there. Neat. I was totally distracted by the rocks. No surprise there.
The sun's shiny over here. Of course you're distracted.
Oh yeah. Speaking of waterfalls, I need to check and see if they may have reopened that trail that I love. I really hate that I didn't check ahead because like I didn't know.
It was still fun.
Like, I knew they had reopened part of it. Yeah, you still got to see the smaller waterfall. The big one's really cool. One of these days I'm gonna like make sure you see that other waterfall though, because like that's my favorite hiking trail. Like, I may not always be able to physically get all the way back to like that big waterfall, but
Idea one: we're looking at an ancient form of Florist lava. Oh my lord! Folks stand on the columns and try to knock one off their perches.
that would just be you and Mac.
Goodness knows what would, but I had to guess. I'd say salmon. A 30-pound salmon would knock anyone off their perch. Why would it be? I would definitely like to go back to that one, like, you know, burger place we went to before.
Oh yeah, that was a good spot. There's a lot of good burger places in the area though. If you do want to try like other places too.
That explains it. At least they did balance things out again with like give us like a smaller job or whatever, like to kind of go along with that other one.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Like kind of balance out like how that barn definitely did take a little bit more time than I thought it would. It was still definitely a fun job though. But I mean, all the jobs have been fun, but.
I just got to thinking. What's your ideas for multiplayer this weekend?
Oh, well, I know I was saying Phasmo because they had like the custom character thing.
Yeah.
But also if alongside that, I mean, we don't do Gone Fishing. I was thinking maybe Content Warning, but we'll see.
Yeah, I know like last time we played Content Warning, we had like jumped in with mods and all kinds of stuff, and
yeah,
it ended up being complete chaos.
Well, let's not forget like the
break after that.
I mean, I can't remember like what kind of chaos it was, but I do know there was that one part where I jumped out the window.
I do remember at one point in time like the push thing was a problem because I tried to like hit the thing to start it, and I think I yeeted you out of the thing in a really bad way when I was trying to like press another button.
Oh
I
no,
forgot
that made
that
me laugh. No,
like,
I remember, I thought that was funny.
Okay. Okay.
No, that wasn't no problem.
I do remember that being chaos.
You got, no, you remember, I'm the one that set it that high.
Yeah. I mean, I set it high and I think I forgot to take it back a good bit. That push was a little OP here.
I kind of want to get back into it. I know they got like crossplay. They said they're going to be getting in the crossplay, or like, you know, I put it on consoles. I'm glad to see the game taking off.
Yeah. Because it's been a while since I've seen a bit on it, so it's kind of neat that they're still doing stuff with it.
I know too. It's practice table for some kind of primitive parkour. First off, we know that parkour wasn't even invented at that point yet. Remember, these were merfolk, so presumably much more flexible than us. Their Mega 3 levels must have been through the roof. Also, forget if they were underwater, why the hell would they need like to jump over stuff? As a matter of fact, they're merfolk. Why the hell would they would they be doing the floor is lava? Okay, I would laugh if this actually ended up being a thing.
What?
I'm gonna see. Oh my god, it was! There was a floor is lava achievement I just got for us. I didn't actually know if it was gonna work or not. I started jumping up there.
Just jumped across the thing.
I just did it on a whim or whatever and got like a floor is lava achievement. He bought it up or whatever. Sure enough, it's like he hinted at the achievement. I did not actually expect to get anything out of it, but yeah, that's just typical, just standard fare for this channel. Like, I accidentally got an achievement.
The downside is it didn't pop for me like the other one did, like with the thing.
It might have been just because the ball, because like, you know, yeah, because the whole, I mean, if you can like just make it across those gas wires, it's not hard. Yeah, it's just gonna be that. If you can get past that one.
I literally fell like twice.
Yeah. I think you might, I don't know if you gotta start with this one right here, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if you gotta start with this one.
It's not great. How are you jumping that far?
Sprinting.
I can't really sprint that easy.
Yeah. But it also takes away some control. Like, at the very least, if you could, like, you know, because realistically, if you could just do it twice, you'd be good.
I don't even know what the sprint button is.
It's pretty much just, you have to just do it this one time.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I might be able to.
I actually can't.
Rogues, I'm gonna help her here real quick.
Controller.
They said not touch the ground. They ain't saying about you jumping off of my head and like to get over there. Let's see if it works.
Well, I mean, like, I could probably just check and see if it like went ahead and popped the achievement, because I didn't see it on my screen, but
I mean, it'd be cool if you did get it.
It actually did.
Because I know the other one was just because, like, you know, the ball like was like basically just like we were in the presence of it. This one, it could be like individual thing you gotta do, but.
Let me see.
I'm laughing. She actually got it. I'm just right here, like just.
No, it didn't give it to me.
Well, I mean, see if
there's a good chance I'm not gonna get it. I can't really do the platforming on this. Like, I'm just gonna try to start from like this one, see if I just need to make it up and around, maybe.
Yeah, if you can get past that one right. Yeah, just.
There's a reason you don't have me doing the platformers.
Yeah, you just don't have to rush it. Just if you can get past that one, you got it. Yeah, that's the only thing. It's that right there is a tricky one.
The thing is, I've been needing to sprint to hit that one, because like when I was just getting it to the edge, it wasn't enough to get like the momentum. It's like I can't get up there enough. Like it's not jumping high enough for me.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I mean it doesn't do it for me either. There you go. Okay, if you can make it down these.
While I'm up here, Fuck it. I'm cleaning first. Maybe it'll like let me still get it if I just
Yeah, as long as you're not touching the ground.
I don't know if there's a specific start point or whatever. Just got.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's this one right here. Because I mean, I started from this one. I started from this one because I had to do the sprint.
Yeah, if I don't get it this time, I may just like borrow you when you come and hang out, just to like clear that achievement. If that's the only one like I have left or something.
Yeah, it's pretty much this one right here. You can just jump normally, but the last one right here, you do kind of have to like sprint a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll probably just like hang out right here, just like catch you if it comes down to it.
I'm just making sure I clean this part up here since I'm up here. But I don't have to deal with it from the bottom.
Yeah, same.
There we go.
Okay, you gonna still go for it, or you want me to like hang right here?
Sure.
Okay, if you can make this one right here, like I said, this one might has like a little bit of a sprint, but push kind of shove. If you land on me. Okay.
Switching to this just so I can see.
Alright, if you can wait.
There we go.
You got it?
Got it.
So you did it, Rogues, and she did it the easy way. Because I just realized this wasn't supposed to be the starting point. That was supposed to be the starting point. As long as you did it either way. So basically, you were supposed to do this. Oh my god. Now what? Let me show y'all what she did. So you get over to this one right here. This one right here. Well, I failed, but whatever. Like, I fell.
I hit the sprint button in the air, and it wasn't off.
Well, here was the kick. Because what you did right here, you can still probably make it without the sprint from that one. But I did it from from the ground.
I used the sprint, but I treated it like a double jump, and it works if you treat the sprint button like
oh yeah,
a
you
double
can.
jump.
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah.
Because like it'll kick in if you're.
You also get more control because you're doing it right there when you need it instead of like trying to sprint from the ground.
Yep, that's why I was like, you know what? Let's see if I can get this way. And
yeah, that one really wasn't that bad. It's just speaking of platform, I do eventually need to get back on Meat Boy 3D.
Yeah, I overthink platforming, so.
This one honestly is one of the games that actually kind of handles it okay. There's some like games that really don't handle platforming the best. Yeah.
I'm good at the platforming on it. Grounded 2 is the easiest platforming I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean it's not the worst, but
like, whatever they did for Grounded 2, like it fits with my brain on judging jumps and things like that.
I definitely do need to get back in and take down King Dozer though. You know, it's probably gonna be maybe a single player affair on that, unless like we just do a thing where like you're playing doing whatever and I go and fight him like we did with the Axel thing.
You know that's probably exactly how it's gonna be. I'm sitting there, you know, grabbing up some of the extra resources and stuff like that. But I still got to finish up switching out some of the farms up in my big base and everything like that.
Yeah, and also, it's just mainly, I feel like I'm going to try to go in with like just in the range, because I think my main problem was I was going to try to fight him straight up, and his weakness is his eyes. So I'm at least I try to upgrade.
It's working well for me.
I may just need to go in and just upgrade my my tarantula bow. Or the Black Fang Great Bow or whatever it was called.
I mean, that could be an option.
And I can just just shoot him with freeze arrows. I mean, I know eventually I'll be able to take him down. It's just it's gonna take a different approach. Because when I looked down online, apparently a lot of people were saying that King Dozer's easier than Axel, and you saw I have Axel's number.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's also
it depends on play style, because there's that one boss again with the whole Bloodborne thing. The way you were just going in with enemies turned out to be literally the perfect strategy for it, and you didn't even know at the time.
So I'm thinking it could just be like a thing where with Axel, the reason I may be more attuned to fighting Axel is he's seen because of how much I fought wolf spiders, and Axel's basically just got similar attack pattern to wolf spiders, is sometimes a little faster. You saw how many times I was blocked.
A lot of people would have trouble with the blocking and parrying with that, but that's your specialty. You are good at that. There's something else left up there. Damn it.
I'll get it. It's also just mainly I just need to go in like with a whole bunch because I mean someone like checked like a forum thing or whatever on Reddit and one person was saying you don't even actually need like the Mentito or whatever it is. You don't need like the smoothie. You just can just go with a whole bunch of with a bunch of icicles. Just go in there. I think I know what happened. I'll go get it. It's probably on top, like all the way on top.
Or the symbol or some shit, or in the loop.
It's like a bunch of residual right here.
There's a corner over here too.
I think I saw it. There you go.
Yep. Bottom corner.
Deputy Warden Indy has bagged us a bargain rock climbing park. Ah, shit. But gosh darn it, not even a tree frog would want to climb it in this current condition. Can you come clean?
Ooh.
Still think it's gonna look a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
I was really wanted to glow.
It's interesting that achievement didn't pop for both of us, and we both had to get it.
I think it's because that one was basically just like individual player skill. Like it was basically about like a part of like the stage itself. While the other thing was just like an object, so it pretty much was gonna treat like either of us did it. But this one is like it was like based around like just per character. Like on us, we actually had like go and actually do the thing separately because it was like something based around the stage. But the other one was like okay, it was a ball, so it was just like an inanimate object. Like it was like a loose object. We like they could like log either of us interacting with. So it was like whoever was in the session, it was just treated like all of us did it. But this one, like, we actually had, like, had to, like, log us actually, interacting with the things. Well, it doesn't look like there's much to it after all, but it looks great, clean, just the same. Thanks for your help, Pete Cleaning. That's not my name!
Uh-huh.
They're gonna stop this.
Uh-huh.
Wait, was this, like, the new job, or did we have... I thought we had...
There's the thing for you, for your side of it, that a set of dumbbells. On the furniture catalog, there's a set of dumbbells.
Maybe later. Okay, since this, I know I can do with this one. Because now I can actually afford. Let me see.
That chair looks so shiny. It looks like my butt would get stuck to it in the middle of summer. It's like like those like patent leather things get like it gets so sticky.
Honestly, I was considering like getting rid of the adaptive nozzle.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of it for now. Well, now I'll hold on to it. Whatever. Alright. This might be the last job we do tonight, Rogues, because I was thinking, because we have like one more episode of Twisted Metal to do, like, as far as like watching, getting caught up on season 1. So I was getting like Amber Wolf 17 and Rockin' Out just caught up on, so we might do this last job here, and then afterwards I'll watch that and I'll do the Castlevania stream.
Yeah. It'll definitely be cool checking out the Castlevania stuff later, too.
Or is it the Spring Festival wasn't enough, DG? DG! Dirt General. I think he actually knows what the hell to call me. The powers that be at Muckingham Council have gone all in on this newfangled Town of the Year competition and asked that we increase the availability of fitness resources with the recreational rec grounds. It is just that a cessation of lawn cutting would increase friction and provide cost-free resistance training, but to no avail. But then Debbie Ward and Indy nudged me down on the shoulder and showed me something extraordinary on their handheld picture slab, a complete outdoor climbing gym available for absolute steal. Just keep the outdoor source busy. Yeah, no wonder it was like on absolute steel. They expect you to clean it.
I found Bubbles. Bubbles was over in the corner, like near the woods.
How much? You get bet? I knew it. I knew it was gonna be bigger than it looked. That's what someone said.
Uh-huh.
God forbid she comes over. Amber. Well, never mind. That's not yours. That's not your. Not your dino. That's a Dimetrodon. It's not a Spino. Lava climb. Can we just get away from lava, please?
That's not what I thought you were about to joke about, but
no.
Oh, I remember taming those in Ark.
It's almost uncanny, ain't it, Dirt Finder? Oh yeah, Dirt Fighter General. How in keeping with Muckham this facility is? I don't know about that.
It's so derpy. I love it.
It's almost like it's been commissioned specifically for us and not purchased from a bankrupt Hawaiian theme park.
course, you know I had to cover the dinosaur regardless.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The hell? Hang on, let me go over here. I was gonna get like this wall out of the way.
Oh, hey! Awesome! Hi, Roy!
What?
I got a raid.
Ah, awesomeness.
Roy's popping in. Hi, Ace. Nice to see you.
I'm not gonna like this wall. Actually,
oh, they got you tied up there. Yeah, you have fun with that. I will stay on the ground this time.
well, you know what? You do that. You do that right now. I like the view up here.
I have dinosaurs down here. I know you have another dinosaur up there, but I have a dinosaur and it's colorful.
Well, you know what? I can see a dinosaur over there in the distance. It's colorful too, and it's bigger than your dinosaur. How about that? It's right there. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Can this game stop doing callbacks?
What's that?
That's the park I cleaned. That's the kid park I cleaned in the first game. That's that same purple dinosaur. Yeah, that's like, yeah, it is. That's Amber. I'm gonna come back down here and never come back up here. Goddamn gnome fountain. No, no, get me off this thing. Let me off. No, That infernal thing can go right on the, no. You can even see like the stupid.
Is it squeaky clean this time at least?
But it can stay that way. They call me like to do it again. I'm gonna like blow it up.
Yeah.
Now I don't even want to get back on the swing.
Like, that game looks really good, and I can't wait to see Mask try that one too.
It's funny he says
I
that.
don't know when he's.
Wait, no, he's not. Never mind. He's not in my stream because I was actually gonna show him my pop figure.
I mean, you could probably like post it or something.
I'll
maybe.
show it. Well,
I don't know.
in the event they those who are, but yeah, he's talking about Silent Hill, and I got my little pyramid pop here. But I'm gonna get around to like playing the remake, like eventually.
I mean, from what I've seen, it looks good. You're gonna love it. It has your favorite things.
Let me guess, mannequins. I'm sure.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, you already
Not
said
saying
enough.
anything at all.
You said enough.
Roy's had a very pleasant meeting with a lot of nice creatures. They really tried to take him out, you know. Nice creatures, right?
Okay, yeah. These stones are gonna be a pain. But I think I already got like a way to kind of go. Well, not the stones, but the climbing thingies.
Oh yeah, I figured you were definitely going to need some rest. I knew it was getting up there on time for you. But I hope you have some really good rest.
Yeah, man. Same. Okay, I'm just gonna like try to clean as much of this from like here as I can. So like, yeah, that's definitely the way to go about this. Just like clean as much of it from here, because otherwise,
Yep. I'll behave.
yes, I'm trying to stay out this one because I don't want to see the gnome fountain. For those who don't know, Powerwash Sim 2, that stupid gnome fountain was like the worst job I did because I guess I gotta look at it again. That atrocity.
You said two.
Whatever, whichever one. I'll show y'all. There's atrocity over here. See what else I can kind of like see if there's anything else I've done. That atrocity right there. In the first game, they pretty much sent me to go like, you know, clean this. And they gave me like a very underpowered washer to do so with. It took me, I think, like, you know, about 4 hours to clean that stupid thing. It was an absolute nightmare.
You went in thinking it was going to be an easy one.
If there's any job I absolutely loathed in the first game, it was probably that one. I mean, there were a few other ones that kind of like, you know, definitely felt like slog, but that thing,
That thing had you trying to create new insults.
Okay. And now I can kind of like try to clean the stuff from the gnome fountain.
I still have a picture from like the one main time I attempted to get up the rock wall. Got about halfway up it at least. On like the beginner side of it.
Sorry guys, I was having to check something. Still like trying to keep tabs on that contest I entered, just because I mean I think they're supposed to be announcing like, you know, there would be sending out emails like whoever wins tonight, or like 3 a.m. There's still nothing yet. I was just making sure. Sorry about that, guys. I try to stay off my phone on stream as much as possible, so I'm looking something up or like doing like showing y'all like some kind of reference to something, but.
I mean, that one's understandable because it's for a collectible that's like kind of near and dear to you.
Well, not just that, like, you know, as soon as I can see, if they do send me an email about it, I want to try to buy as quick as I can if I do get a chance to, because, you know, I think like Funko has like had like, you know, problems with like bots and everything as well for their giveaways, especially for like with the more rare ones. In fact, it's like the thing for just like just 750 of them are going to be like, you know, released.
Hopefully you'll have some good luck with it.
Yeah, I mean, if I get it where I'm definitely gonna try to find like a way, like get some kind of like extra casing for it, so it don't get it ever get damaged.
That one I could totally see you asking Squish to like try to find a way to get like, you know, like a whole like LED like kit up in there with it and all.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna find. I would like to have some way to kind of have it displayed or whatever.
But I know Rocket Nachos would probably think of something really cool. It's like a little side project for that.
I mean, the volcano type of this boulder type of this boulder park, it's a classic stratovolcano, just like brushless. We're just here to clean. Highly explosive with a fast lava flow that doesn't travel far before cooling, leading those classic steep banks. Okay. The wall's mostly clean. It's getting there. There are like some other like multiplayer games I have like, you know, looked into, and they'll be fun. I know there's like one. I think there's like I can't remember if like Jeremy posted on the Discord or whatever, but it's one like, you know, where it's pretty much we're like trying to pay off debt like at a casino.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people mention that one.
There's one I posted where pretty much it's kind of like the reverse of Peak, where we have like, you know, it's like basically multiplayer game about digging a hole. I know we do need to try to get back to RV there yet at some point, though.
Yeah.
Now that like some of like the things that kind of complicated things before are no longer an issue. I forgot I can move this thing side to side.
That'll probably make it easier moving it.
I think the wall's done. On that side, at least.
They tried to pick me up.
I think this one's good too. Let me go and get the platform up here. Okay, I not expect the pterodactyl to be that colorful.
Yeah, that other dinosaur is very colorful too.
Yeah, he's got like, you know, lava design on his wings. One thing I probably should have thought about when I got, like, you know, stuff from the store earlier. I mean, I don't know how different it would taste or whatever, you know, with it being zero sugar in the orange soda or whatever, but I really should have probably got me some, some vanilla ice cream. Or like a...
Ice cream would be a really good idea there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, like, the... Hell, if we finish this job, I was about to say if I finish this job quick enough or whatever, I'd go and get some ice cream. But, they close at 10. But, cause I know, like, the, obviously the whole thing would be, like, the zero sugar probably would taste a little bit different instead of being like, you know, like just a normal sugar, orange soda. But I don't think it'll probably be too far off.
Yeah.
And plus, like, you know, like the sugar from the vanilla probably would actually, like, you know, from the ice cream would probably, like, you know, facilitate it a little bit. Whereas Hawaii, as you know, is full of shield volcanoes. Oh my god. I like how you just immediately went back into, like, the...
Volcano fun facts.
They have a slow flow rate and are less explosive, leading to gentle slopes that cover a wider area. The question is, which one we're going to deal with that we're dealing with it, like, we're trying to store the planet, or we're going to have another, like, situation like situation like that. Frankly, if I saw this at a Hawaiian...
said, like, the first one that it described was, like, Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah, if I saw this at the Hawaiian... I was trying to read that and... went off the screen too quick. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went off the screen. Yeah. See if I can... I don't know if I can,
Those do disappear quick.
I didn't
even get to read it all.
Also, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me a drink real quick, like.
Okay.
Why did it freeze up? guys. Sorry about that. And also, I don't know why the thing froze for a second there, like when I was going on, like when I was going to BRB.
Yeah, that was kind of odd.
All right, so let me see here. No, if now I can set this up on this side. All right, let me. Oh, whoa. All right. Finish clean the platform up here. Shit. At least we know how we. All right, we use like that to clean that up with.
I got the small volcano.
There we go. What? Who the hell's DeMarcus? Glow with the flow, not my name. You sound like just. We're cleaning a disco, a roller disco. Okay. You sound like just who we need to clean up after our roller disco fiasco here in Bucketon. Yeah, well, I'll take that job when you get my name right. Glow with the flow is not what my. Can I just get my name right?
Never.
Well, obviously not, but. Glow with the flow. It sounds like some kind of random Pine Saw commercial. That's a power Pine Saw. Now glow with the flow. I don't know, just. It sounds like a.
Makes me think of like a name for like a shop for someone that makes like the little beaded bracelets and stuff for like ravers and things.
They got me mad. Can't even get my name right.
You know what? The bottom of these palm leaves, they can totally be a floor too, if this thing wants to let me reach it. I will turn everything into the floor.
This might be a good sweet spot for it. There we go.
I love how we both got kind of quiet. We just kind of like locked in.
Yeah.
Like, oh yes, for cleaning.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to get to the grocery store. I want my ice cream.
Well, if you don't get your ice cream, I have an entire box of really good like fruit ice cream bars that I got hooked on because of this one ice cream truck near me.
I just
found the brand, and they're at the local grocery store.
No, I just want to make a cream soda. I just want to make a dreamsicle float.
Oh, the spots are different. That's neat. At least it has sections.
Damn it. My Cherokee's gonna try to come out from underneath me.
That's the only reason why I am happy my game room is carpeted. The chair doesn't
I got a carpet
slide
under
everywhere.
It's these rollerblade wheels I got, like, you know, because the other ones, like, you know, were, that's the other wheels I had were worn out because they weren't really the best. The problem with these, they're too good.
Yeah, I totally have a bowl of ramen and some ice cream in my future after all the yapping about it. Just as soon as we're off this, I'm getting me some ramen. And like good ramen too.
Let me see here.
I will say one thing I am excited about is knowing the fact that we are going to be going to my favorite Cajun restaurant in the area, and they do really good red beans and rice.
Yeah.
And a few other things.
I feel like, you know, honestly, a lot of it's gonna be just the floor down there. That's not gonna be nothing when we get started on that.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on the floor actually, since I got the whole floor cleaner attachment that I love. So I've just been taking out the corners, just going
Yeah,
in
the
a
stone.
circle.
Yeah, the stone stealer. I stunned
Pretty
letting
much.
stunned letting you live that down.
Look, I see rocks, I need rocks. You know me. What are the odds we're gonna get more volcano fun facts by the end of this?
1 in 100.
Going after those dings, huh?
I'm trying to get these rocks out of the way. I got ice cream to go get.
Well, I added a ding for ya. Another ding at least. Should be that half the floor.
Kind of like there's like so many of these rocks.
Speaking of stone stealer, I'm stealing your rocks.
Well,
over here.
I have mine over here, so you can have them. think that's pretty
Keep
much all.
dinging back and forth at each other.
This one right here. Okay, this wall is pretty much done. Alright, now I gotta get these side parts right here. Okay, I got some for you. Hold on. Once I get up here, I've had enough of this.
Oh, we got another being like
I'm not sure about these reptiles though. They're not native to Caldera. Okay, so we're getting dinosaur effects. It's not native to Caldera County, I don't believe. Ain't really native to much anywhere. They're extinct. But NES tried their best to make them look like skinks and whiptails, so fingers crossed we get away with it. Apparently he doesn't even know what a dinosaur is.
Well, duh, he's full of volcano fun facts, not dinosaur fun facts. Apparently. At least that's how we're going, it feels like.
Show you.
I should probably get back on the floor and get the rest of that. Got plenty of dings.
We're almost there on this one. There we go.
More dings.
I mean, I'm just kind of fuck.
My shinies. grabbing the easy details on a lot of them, so it won't be too much to clean up the extra bits.
See. We're getting there. I mean, just you know, it's mainly the floor more than anything and all that, but
yeah, and I'm still putting a good chunk in on the floor.
okay, that.
I left most of the hard to grab spots. Okay.
Let me get.
Especially since I'm more needed around the floor itself, just to get the bolt chunked out.
As long as we get down by 8:30ish or whatever, I can definitely make it to the grocery store. I mean, I'll be able to make it like before that anyway. Make it, you know, well before then.
I'm on a mission to get you like ice cream or something. Try and hurry up on some of these little bits.
I'm getting that ice cream. Clean these walls right here afterwards, which that won't really be too bad.
At least we're getting there.
That probably explains this trim right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's notice the cat. Which one's that? Is that Squeak or which one is it? You can tell which one it is. One of them's up there on the thing.
Yeah. So cute that they're following along.
Curious which one it is, but I can actually pet it from up.
There we go. We've got another ding.
I'll show you.
Ding right back. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they have like story.
They've been sabotaged.
Yeah, I mean they explain like with the barn or whatever. Well, actually, it was really explained with the barn, but I found out that the person behind the barn or whatever led an attack on the mayor's house in the last game because I'm the one who had to clean his house up. They do explain, but even still, like some of it kind of seems like it's even still like a little bit outlandish. I know, like, there was a street cleaner who had a pretty interesting story on what happened to him, but I can't remember what all it was.
Oh yeah. There we go. More dings. We're over 80% of the way there.
Yeah, a lot of it's just gonna be like that thing over that, all that.
Yeah, there's a lot that I'm working on over here. It's working pretty well with the thing that I've got.
You know. There's that. All right, and now the. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. Well, ain't gonna be that bad.
The edge of that pain if
I don't know if that was music outside or that was like a. I was trying to figure out if that was like a music or a helicopter passing over. I heard something.
see you're working on the one on the other side.
Yeah, we have these are like the biggest problems. We get these out of the way, you know. It's
Yeah. I'm probably gonna just leave that little gap right there, and I'll get it with the other thing after. There we go.
right here.
This cleaner thing is almost too good sometimes.
I was gonna just be nice to go out, like, you know, and go get the ice cream and everything, and just kind of get out of the house right again for a second, because it's not like sun's not out now. It's nighttime. It'll be a lot cooler out, and it's definitely, you know, a bit hot in this room. Like, would mean, yeah, I'm dreading summer.
I can definitely imagine.
I feel like one reason why the room's, like, you know, it kind of gets a little bit hot where is because my computer's like right, like literally right here. So.
Yeah. I'm mostly just trying to grab what I can grab with this, and then taking on any extra details with the other stuff. There we go. Another one. 93% done. 94% done. There we go. There's some dings.
I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
Get that one too. Damn dings, I'll show you.
Got some more dings for your dings.
Shit.
What?
Fell.
It got me so many times too. 96%. Sure, a lot of these trees. I like how I can get like so many random angles with just this thing.
I know I can take like the attachment off, but I'm just whatever.
Getting there. 98%. Get on my keyboard. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Those dings are still my favorite part.
Well, like I said, don't mean a thing if we ain't got that ding.
Bet you a good chunk just in these palm trees. Okay, that worked. I jumped on top of it. I like how I can click the sprint button mid-air and it counts as if I jumped with sprint.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Oh. Aha. The leaves are individual.
I could have told you that. Didn't want to listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never said anything about it, but still, you didn't want to listen.
Uh-huh.
How
Got
dare
the
you?
dings, though. Got the dings. Still dinging. All the way up there. Yeah, that's on like a single one of those rocks up there. You can have at it. There's the one on the triple volcano. I see it.
Man!
Mine. I get it. Okay, that was kind of satisfying how I went in circles around that.
And it looks a whole lot better now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, DG, that truly was another outstanding effort. Where would we be without your ablutive skill set? I mean, you're the only one who actually remembers who I am, so we've already had a great many takers for it, though no one's made the summit. Perhaps I'll feel more confident once Eddie's back with the crash mats from the abandoned health club. Yeah? Heck, I might even have a climb myself. Any challenge me to make it to the top, and well, they don't know it. I was actually a bit of a mover and shaker back in the day, you know? All right, and the roller rink. I'm at least gonna look at it. All right, welcome to the town of Buckton, home of the Taco Dorger. Like I actually pretty much pronounced it right almost. If you don't know what that is, it's taco shaped like a hot dog, tastes like a burger.
Okay, that's one way to put it.
So basically, a hot dog.
Uh-huh.
Traditionally served by dog and lederhosen, but that's not relevant to its name or the taste or this job for that matter. Anyway, the reason you're here is that we just had a huge win. For years now, local enterprises have been forced to use our old roller discos and makeshift premises, but an anonymous benefactor has come through with a substantial donation. It means we can roll everyone out into the brand new community hub and still have enough left over to clean this place up and restore it to its original purpose. Place your boots, y'all. Buckton's back on the map. I want to see what it looks like first.
Yeah.
Yeah, this can wait.
Yeah.
But
it looks cool though. That's gonna be fun for later.
wait, hold on. The floor lights up. Okay, yeah. All right. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to dive into that. After I get back from vacation, either we'll play more of this then, or it'll be more retro rewind. But I'll probably jump on retro rewind after vacation's over, Rogues. But that said,
Rocket Notches would have comments about it.
Probably. But anyways, that being said, because I need to like. Oh my God, it's got music. I pushed
a button.
I mean, I was like I said, I just kind of like did that one thing, but I was wanting to, you know.
I saw a button. I'm sorry. I pressed the button.
It's fine. But anyways, guys, with that said, just I need to get to the grocery store real quick and try to get back ASAP where so we can watch that one episode of Twisted Metal. I'm going to go ahead and call it here at my end, and I'll be live with Castlevania in a little while. I know I'm kind of rush things with like in the stream, but I was want to try to end this around like 8:27. We came close to that. So with that said, what are you doing?
Tic-tac-toe. Your turn.
I said we were gonna like wait on cleaning up more, but I just like did like the floor right there. But
I just put an X on the tic-tac-toe board.
Yeah, but either way, we'll be playing more of this whenever like vacation's over when we get back to it. But for now, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, run to the grocery store and get what I need, and then I'm gonna we're gonna have the we're gonna do the movie night thing. But anyways, that being said, I'll catch you guys like for Castlevania in a little while. But until then, much love. Thanks for hanging out with us with this. Sorry, I botched the outro right there. I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for watching.